come spend a cold, wet Saturday morning with me cleaning out the chicken coop and doing a little bit of gardening. You might notice I don't have my silly voice effect on anymore. I couldn't be asked with the extra editing. As you can see off camera, I've already pulled out all of the trays and I'm doing a first little rinse and then just checking the nest boxes. The chickens seem to exclusively lay in the far right box. Don't know why I bother putting bedding in all of them, but there we go. We've got 3 eggs this morning, so might have some more this afternoon. I'm just scrubbing the coop here with hot soapy water. Ideally, I'd be using a kind of stronger disinfectant, but where it's raining and I won't really be able to let the coop air dry, I'm actually going to end up towel drying it. So we're just adopting the rather safe than sorry approach because lots of the disinfectants aren't animal safe if they're not completely dry. You can see Flo here is quite interested in the cleaning. She actually stays quite interested throughout. She likes to keep jumping in the coop. So the whole coop is actually really easy to clean if you have a jet wash. I don't currently have one, so I am scrubbing by hand, which makes it quite difficult for some of the kind of tougher stains, particularly by the entryway where the chickens come in. Inside the coop, I'm just kind of brushing away the loose shavings and little bits of poo that the chickens have kicked around before it all gets a good scrub with hot soapy water. This is probably the hardest bit to clean of the whole coop. You can't really tell on the video, but these slats are textured so that they've got some grip for the chickens. So that means that muck can kind of get stuck to them and it's quite difficult to scrub off. But as I say, it would be much easier with the jet wash. Maybe my very serious and professional influencing will get me sponsored by Karcher. Also worth noting here that scrubbing a chicken coop is much easier when you've got 2 hands, when you're not holding a phone in one. You've probably seen that I nearly knocked my water bowl off a couple of times on the video. I did actually end up knocking it over. Here I'm just giving everything a final rinse, getting rid of all of the soap before the stuff can be dried and put back in. Here I'm having to use my finger over the end of the hose because I had to put an extension on and I don't have a second thing that attaches my hose sprayer. And here comes Flo again, very helpfully getting in the way as I'm trying to wash and dry everything.
What are you doing? I'm trying to clean that. Go on out, you get. Come on. Come on. You're not going to move. Okay, you stay there then. Oh, good jumping.
Now just slotting the trays back in to put some fresh bedding on, but before I do that, we've got a treat hanger to hang off one of the bottom prongs so the girls can nibble at it from underneath the coop. I'm using wood shavings in the nest boxes and to line the coop. We use wood shavings because they are super absorbent and dust free and they compost really well because we compost all of our used chicken bedding. This is the door for the nest boxes to stop the chickens sleeping in there at night. I forgot to dry it. And now just slotting everything back together. It's all super easy. Here's Flo yet again in the coop, making a mess of everything that's just been cleaned, but she's about to lay an egg. And then since I'm already drenched and freezing, I thought I'd crack on with some gardening while I'm down here. So I'm just putting in some bare root roses and some fuchsias that a family member gave me. I'm hoping that because it's winter and everything's quite bare, the chicken should leave it alone. I've also planted some willow because it's great for boggy ground, and that should give the chicken some nice shading and I can experiment with some living fences in the winter.